Hello and welcome back to Algorithm World 2022. I'm Jason Elliott. I'm here with Randall Berry, Professor and Chair of ECE at Northwestern University. Randy, thank you very much for joining us here today. We just listened to your panel session, which was really, really interesting. I'd just like to focus on one aspect right now. When you think about private networks, private wireless networks, what does that mean in terms of academia and how that could be used? If you could give us your perspective on that.
So yes, I think private networks are really exciting for academia. From a research perspective, I think having a network on campus that you could potentially play around with, run experiments on, there's a lot of promise there. I think also once you have that infrastructure in place, that being able to have faculty and students use it as their primary network for communication, also is really exciting.
Now, in the panel session, you just discussed about building a sustainable 6G system, and with the energy crisis right now, energy efficiency is top of mind with a lot of service providers around the globe and also here in North America. What are the main considerations as we start to think about, as we move from 5G and then think about designing 6G systems in terms of sustainability and energy efficiency?
I think sustainability is going to be part of 6G design across the board. It impacts the radio access network design. It impacts where you locate network facilities, where you might do edge computing, to the types of devices that are being developed. Whether we have batteryless IoT devices, for example, that could help reduce the energy footprint of the network. So I think it's a multidimensional problem.
And when we think about the network, what is the most highest consuming point of the network right now?
Right now, the radio access network is the highest energy use.
Okay, but we do need to consider the entire system. That's the most important thing, right?
That's right. And the entire system, and another point I was making is it's not just about the energy usage, but sort of the whole life cycle of the system and thinking about sustainability.
Okay.
How do you dispose of things? How much does it cost to manufacture things? All of that.
Yeah, so that's where circular economy comes into play, and
That's right.
Yes, absolutely, reuse of materials. Excellent. Right. Well, lots to consider, absolutely, as we start thinking about building 6G systems for the future as we move towards 2030. Thank you very much, Randy, for joining us here today. We've got lots more exciting talks coming up. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Jason Elliott from Algorithm World 2022.